Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't already done it, smash that subscribe button. Make sure when you hit the subscribe button, right to the right hand side, there's the bell. Smash the bell. Make sure it says all in your notifications so you can get all the latest shows, just like this live one we're doing now with new Ray Robinson. I hope you enjoy the show. So, welcoming back to the show again in the house, we have new Ray Robinson.
Hey, how you guys doing?
How you doing, champ? How are things with you?
Good. Nothing to complain about. All good.
It's good. What time is it where you're at, champ?
Um, I believe it's like maybe five something.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Let's get this here. Good. So, for those people who don't know who you are, just give us once again a rundown as to who you are for people who are not sure or can't remember who you are.
Ray Robinson. I just fought twice. I fought Josh Kelly and the Mean Machine this year, and both of them was a draw.
Okay, so let's talk. Let's get straight down to business. As we saw, you fought on the same night that Anthony Joshua, lost to Andy Ruiz. You were on that bill. And for most people's assessments, that I actually commentated on that fight. And as I said to you before, I believed you'd beat Josh Kelly hands down. I know there was murmurings and talk about you having a rematch with Josh Kelly. Talk to us about that situation. What happened with that? What was going on?
Um, it's basically I got the call that we might do a rematch, but it wasn't 100% sure if it was going to happen. So I was just basically waiting on them. It's his promoter, so normally I wait for my manager to hear anything if we have that fight or not. So honestly I'm not sure about the rematch, if it was happening, if it was going to happen. Honestly, I can't tell you, so I don't know.
Um, so, from the perspective of someone who is, from what I see, you say you haven't got your own personal you self promote, correct?
Yes, I don't have no promoter.
So talk to us about the challenges of not having a promoter for a boxer.
Um, it sucks. It has its goods and bads because the good thing is I can fight on any one card. That month, 1 month I fought on Top Ring card, and then after that I fought on Josh Kelly promoter card. So it has its goods, but you also taking a chance and a risk when you fight on them cards. I feel like them two fights I won, and so they won't look too bad. They make it a draw.
So one of the guys you got a draw against, is now fighting Terence Crawford. Talk to me about that fight.
I mean, that's one of the fights that we wanted to rematch with the Mean Machine. But I guess they look at it as, why would we take another risk fighting me if I really and I won that fight. So why would they take a risk if they can just go straight to the champion and fight him?
So when you fought Josh Kelly and you fought the Green Machine. When you get into those, I've talked about this. I did quite a show on it the other day. We talked about boxing has changed so much that people have made it quite acceptable now that you have to get a knockout to get a draw. You have to, a side, B side. If he goes to points, he definitely can't win that fight. I don't know when this all came into boxing, but it's there now, and it's become the standard for boxing now. Why has it become the standard for boxing?
Honestly, I don't know. I think that Floyd Mayweather really made it put the light on that. That he was the A side and whoever he fought was the B side. So now everyone I feel as though is doing that. And it's just hard to get a win when you are the B side, and these guys investing a lot of money into these fighters, so-called, great fighters, and when you beat them, they don't want to give you the win, so they give it a draw. Because that night when I fought the Mean Machine, if they would have given me that win, I would have had to fight Crawford, and I'm probably a bigger threat to Crawford than the Mean Machine is. So
Why do
that's
you
annoying. But
why
at
do
the
you
end of the
say
day, it's
why would you
politics.
suggest that you're a bigger threat to Crawford than the Mean Machine is? Explain.
I mean, I feel as though that like I'm tall, I'm long. You know, um, I just feel as though that I got speed. This guy got this guy. The Mean Machine can crack. He got a good shot, but I mean, if you box this guy, he have two left feet.
Who's that? The
Uh,
Mean Machine.
yes. Yep. So I feel as though that if you got a good jab and you use your lateral movement, he's lost. And I proved that night, and I proved that night, and that basically let you guys know uh, that I won. I mean, if you go back and look at the Mean Machine fights and how he normally dominates and all that, he couldn't do that night with me. I showed what a good jab and lateral movement does, and as simple as that. And you know, I'm sure they invested a lot of money in Crawford, and they don't want that problem. They don't want that, so they just basically keeping the money in house. He's fighting another top ranked guy. So at the end of the day, it's politics, and I already know that when I sign that contract, when, when I fight on these guys' promoter cars, there's a slim chance that I might lose or get a draw, although I really won. If you go back and look at that fight, and if you enjoy boxing, it's just one-on-one boxing. I mean, it was hit, not get hit, and I didn't run. It was just boxing. It was a good jab and just me outboxing him. And he couldn't figure me out.
And the Josh Kelly fight. How'd you break that down?
Josh, so 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 the Josh Kelly fight, I feel as though that I won because I worked Josh Kelly. He tried to counterpunch me a lot, and I just didn't allow it. I smothered his shots, and I outworked him. As simple as that. You've seen two different fighters that shows you that I know how to fight all different styles. With the Mean Machine, you see me box, and with Josh Kelly, you see me, put my feet in the mud and got dirty and try to throw big shots. And I was basically fighting like the short guy, walking him down.
So, was there any point in that fight you felt you could have stopped Josh Kelly? And if not, and if why, if you did feel that way, why didn't you go for the stoppage, fully well knowing? I've always wanted to ask a fight that fully well knowing you're going to get jobbed on the cards.
I mean, the thing is, I feel like I put everything on the line. I didn't hold back anything. And if I ever thought I had him hurt, I would have jumped all over him. Um, I feel like I thought I was winning a big enough margin. I thought that it was more clear that I won that fight than the Mean Machine fight, and I definitely won the Mean Machine fight. But I thought it was more clear to Josh Kelly. I was like, "There's no way that they can get me on this one. This guy, he just lost. As simple as that. I outworked him, and if you go back and even look at I would love to see the total punch count on that fight. They, after that, after I fought, then they start doing the total punch count, but there's no total punch count on mine. But you'll clearly see that I outworked him, I out hustled him, and I slowed him down. He was tired. I really, I feel like I invested well into the body early, and I feel like all that movement he was doing slowed him down. And I thought I wound up collecting rounds in the bank.
You're an American fighter. You've seen all the styles. When you look at Josh Kelly, is that an American style, or is that a ripoff of an American style, or is that something you don't understand? Talk to me about it.
No, he got an American style. He got good rhythm, things like that. But I feel as though that he don't know how to turn it off. I mean, you gotta know when you're losing a fight, when to turn it up. And I think that pop shot people just ain't going to get you there. it was just one shot at a time. And if I'm throwing combinations and things like that, then you're just not going to beat someone. If I'm throwing more than one shot and you just throwing one and I'm throwing twos and threes, then you add that up, I'm gonna have way more punches than you. So I feel that that's the reason why I won. I mean, honestly, man, I went back over this year. I went back and I really looked at. I put it on mute because obviously they on their commentators is going to be on the A-side fighter, right? So I put it on mute, and I mean, I was like, even being harsh on myself. I even gave certain rounds to people that I actually thought I won, but I was like, let's just in case, let me just give them that round. And I went back and looked at the Mean Machine fight, Josh Kelly fight, and I mean, I honestly I cannot give them the fight. I mean, if you got two eyes in your head, then you know for a fact that I won that fight. It's simple as that.
What does that
And
what does that do to a fighter when he or she know they've won a fight? They go back to the dressing room. They've put how many weeks did you put into that Josh Kelly fight for training?
well, honestly, so soon as after I got done fighting with the Mean Machine, I got my girl also fights, and she had a tournament coming up, so I stayed in the gym with her for her upcoming fight. So I didn't take no days off. I fought that Saturday. Man, her went running that Sunday, and I was back in the gym sparring on Monday. And I got the phone call a week after that saying, like, what I want to fight Josh Kelly. And I was like, I'm already in shape. Let's go. So I didn't take no break. I was in from one camp to the next camp. And I don't know if these judges understand how much time you put into a camp. I mean, you take away from your family time, you take away from your time, your wife time. So things like is a lifestyle. You got to eat right, you got to sleep right, you go to bed at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? You basically put yourself in jail, and it kind of sucks, man, when you go back to that locker room knowing for a fact that you won, right? You know it in your gut because every fighter even knows when they losing, right? They it's another gear they got to go to when you go sit on that stool. It's like, damn, man, I lost that round, I got to pick it up. So you know when you're losing, and you know when you're definitely winning. And I had that feeling like, all right, I'm good. But if you notice, I never took my foot off the pedal on a Josh Kelly card, although I thought I was winning. But I wanted to make sure because I knew what just happened to me, the Mean Machine. So I said I don't want to leave it in the judge's hand. I want to be for sure that I won. I didn't want to try to run the last round just in case. So what I'm saying, like, if you go back and look at that fight, he didn't do nothing that last round. I mean, I thought that was the most clear round I won, and they gave it to him. So, and he needed that round to make it a draw. So that just shows you right there. I mean, you can go back and look at the politics of the game. And that's what makes you. I mean, I've been doing this since I was 8, man. Sometimes it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. The game, how it changed. I mean, these judges, these promoters, they can just check you off, but they don't understand how much time you really put in. I mean, things get serious in camp.
But I've seen in the years, if this is going to give you any hope or any sort of inspiration, I've said to you before, I've seen so many fighters who've been in similar situations to yourself that have been left to the side. This guy that fought James DeGale and beat James DeGale for the title, the middleweight, super middleweight. Can't remember his name again. He beat James DeGale for the title. He was under. Nobody rated him. They James DeGale blow him out. I said, "This is your time, boy. You're going to beat James DeGale." And he goes on and he becomes world champion. When they rip him off, they didn't give him any chance whatsoever. Andy Ruiz, I predicted he'd beat Joshua tonight.
Yeah.
And look, out of nowhere, Ruiz was fighting. He'd give up the sport. He came back. Another fight against Alexander, what his name was, fought him. And then he gets the call to fight Joshua.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's the heavyweight champion of the world. So for you,
yeah.
You are one fight away from becoming the welterweight champion of the world.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing that sucked too because honestly, I feel as though things happen for a reason. I got beat last year in Vegas, and I feel like that's the only reason why I got the shot at the Mean Machine, right? The number one guy. they thought he was gonna. I guess they thought I was done. They thought that this guy was gonna probably stop me, and that's where they messed up. They gave me time to let me train like I was supposed to, like because this is a professional sport. Except for taking fights on short notice, I actually had a good camp, a long camp, and that just shows you it was my shot. I knew that if I won, I had an argument to fight Crawford, right? And I mean I've been screaming Crawford name from the beginning, so I jumped all over that opportunity. I knew that these guys was gonna sleep on me, and when I say these guys, I don't mean the mean machine. I think he trained hard. I think I fought the best mean machine. I think Top Rank slept on me. I think the promotion people slept on me because I think they thought I was done. I didn't. You gotta think about I didn't fight almost a year after that. After I lost to this guy, right? Ugas. So I was off for a year. I'm coming off a knockout loss, so these guys like, oh man, we got this in the bag, and they look good because he's fighting. He beat a tall southpaw that's built like Crawford, and they was looking for me to obviously get knocked out so they can hype this fight up even more, and I ruined their plans. I just honestly don't understand how people is just not like more about it. Like, yo, hold up, Robinson ain't getting a fair shake right now because I should have fought him again, or I mean he shouldn't get a shot at the world title and get paid decent money after what I did after what I done to him, right? Me
Mm-hmm.
me and Crawford is way more um, better fight setup. You don't really gotta hype that up. I'm the last person to beat Crawford in the amateurs. They can sell that, right? I mean, we both got the same style, so I just didn't have what Crawford had. I didn't have no one backing me. I didn't have a big promoter, right? So I feel as though that I probably would have got in the Crawford situation if I had a decent promoter. Although I don't, I haven't really had a big time promoter. So I feel as though that I got it from the mud. Like I got it here basically on my own.
Let me talk about this promoter thing for a second because I've seen the way Deontay Wilder moves, and people slam Deontay Wilder because the way he moves. But I understand that some promoters don't like the way he moves because they'd want him themselves, so they could own him, and he don't want
Mm-hmm.
that sort of stuff. He wants that freedom. See, and I also know how fighters get blacklisted because they don't do as the promoter wants. So it could be,
Exactly.
for example, you don't take a fall, or you don't go by the script, or
Exactly.
you're not prepared to get paid peanuts to you're nobody's fall guy. So
Exactly.
because you stand up for yourself, you're considered difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
He's got a bad attitude. He don't train. So all this kind of propaganda comes out, and the fans don't know any better, so they go along with that. He has a good promoter because he's
Yeah.
got a bad attitude. For yourself, why don't you have a promoter in your opinion, or a big time
Honestly,
promoter?
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think I had a good promoter that backed me. Right? I don't think I don't think I had a promoter that backed me like Crawford get back, like these guys get back. I mean, I can't tell you that because I feel like I talk well. I got a good personality. I wear suits. No one ever seen me in regular clothes. I'm always in a suit. I'm making sure I look good. I make sure I never was ever a pound overweight, a half a pound. I was always on weight. I'm at every meeting or whatever on time. So I can't tell you why. Honestly, I cannot. I think I'm a decent fighter. I think I'm a good enough fighter to have someone back me and someone gamble on me. But these guys, for some weird reason, um, I heard before, Ray's tall and long. He's awkward. He's more of a boxer, so it's not fan friendly because I'm not a rock'em sock'em robot. You hit me bad. I'm not doing that. I mean, obviously we've seen so many deaths in this game. That this is a serious game. This is I mean, after the boxing life, I still gotta live my life. I got a family, so things things is real when we in the ring. So I guess that's the only way that I'm not a rock and sock robot. You know, I don't. You know, you hit me, I hit you back. You know, I got basically, I got enough fights. I got enough fights. And I feel like I got a couple good knockouts too, man. I beat some good quality guys. I honestly, I'm baffled why I don't have that
So,
type of
so
backing like I do.
to me, the first person that comes to my mind when I look at you is Al Heyman. Why are you not with PBC?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I've reached out to them guys before. I believe my managers and them did. Sorry, my son. But so I feel as though that I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I honestly I can't tell you why I never got back by them type of guys.
I know you're saying that your manager, but what about yourself? Have you directly gone and tried to reach out yourself as a fighter?
What you say?
Have you yourself as a fighter directly gone out and tried to reach out to PBC?
No, I never reached out to them personally. I don't even know how to even go by that. You know, so I can't. No, I haven't. I haven't reached out personally. But I mean, honestly, I'm sure they seen me fight, and if they wanted me or seen me or
Yeah,
just reached out to my
but the thing is,
manager. So
the thing is, no, I'm not being disrespectful to your manager, but at the end of the day, well, you know what? I don't know. It could be. I don't know. I'm not getting involved in your business between you and your manager. But if you don't directly have that conversation with them, it can be forever. Well, you know. But if you've directly spoken to your face, you and him have spoken, or
yeah,
you and somebody a PBC representative have spoken. But I don't see why you. I don't see any reason why you should be with PBC. No reason whatsoever. You're as good as any of the PBC fighters that are there at the moment, and I think PBC would
yeah,
actually suit you.
I agree. I feel like
So it doesn't make
on
sense.
any given night, I feel like I can beat them type of guys. And I mean, I even made a couple deals with these guys that like, hey, if I beat your fighter, you know, PBC or any of them, like, you know, I sign with one of you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like now no one's gonna give me a shot. Like everyone's willing to give me a shot only because they thought I was done, right? Because I just lost, I just got knocked out. So everybody was like, oh, we'll fight him. And now after I did what I just did to the number one guy and what I just did to Josh Kelly, everybody's backing away like, oh, I guess he ain't done. Hold up, like you know what I'm saying? So now no one wanna risk their fighters again. So I mean, it's annoying,
Do you
man.
know?
It's a seesaw
You know who
type of
inspired
thing
me?
sometimes.
Ronald Winky Wright. Ronald Winky Wright was in
Yeah,
America,
yeah,
and that guy, nobody wanted to see him fight that guy. So he went on the road.
yeah,
He went on the
yeah,
road across Europe and beat up all the European guys.
yeah. I mean, so many of my friends, that's what they say. They say, damn, man, you got like a Winky Wright career. And I do feel like that. I do. I mean, honestly, man, I hope I do get a shot, but it is frustrating as hell seeing that guy. I can't even lie, man. And I'm not mad at the fighters, but I mean, it's frustrating as hell seeing him getting a shot at a world title. That's something I obviously
Then,
want since I was 8 years old.
then,
Knowing that I really beat that guy, oh man, it burns
then
me up.
maybe you need to start talking the crap you're talking about Danny Garcia about Crawford, because Crawford's a man. From now, I know Crawford's a man. If you start talking too much about him, he's gonna get mad. Then the fight will be made.
Yeah, listen, man, he blocked me on Instagram. I mean, I inbox him all the time. I inbox Crawford a lot. I mean, we talk here and there. Listen, at the end of the day, that's the only thing he got above me is he got more fans. That's it. People know him. His name is out there. He had a hell of a promoter. Got it. But other than that, I don't. He can't check me with his hands. He can't beat me. And I mean, I'll prove that if I ever had a shot at him, right? But I think after
So wait, so you believe if you got a chance with Crawford, he couldn't beat you?
I put my life on it. I put everything. Yeah, 1,000%. He can't beat me. 100%. He cannot beat me.
Why?
Crawford would not beat me.
Why? The fans
Um,
want to hear this.
I just honestly, I don't think Crawford fought no one like me. Right? Crawford, I'd probably be like a mirror to Crawford, and I just feel as though that I got a great jab. I just got a lot of twos to beat him, right? And just like Vernon Forrest when he fought Shane Mosley, he beat him in the amateurs, and Vernon Forrest told her, "I will beat him again." And I think if they would have fought 10 times, Vernon Forrest would have won 10 times. It's just simple as that. I think I got Crawford number, and I mean Crawford was really upset after I beat him too, and he fights off emotions. So I get him frustrated. He makes some mistakes, and I definitely beat Crawford. I just these guys like after I beat the number one guy, one of the people from Top Rank was like, you would never fight Crawford. So they already had it in their head. Like after I beat the number one guy, he tweeted something like, yeah, we give you seats to Crawford versus Khan, but they gave me seats far away, and they was like,
way in the back of the audience. Way back.
Exactly, and they were like, this is the closest you'll ever get to me. They all know I'm a threat, and I mean.
That's a compliment, bro. That's a compliment, bro. That's a compliment.
It is a compliment, but man, it sucks because I don't got that world title around my waist, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a compliment because, but how many compliments do I got to take? At the end of the day, man, I want to fight.
To me, right? that stuff you just got to. I guess you got to do the Andy Ruiz thing. You got to be nice to everybody and go around and ask and hold belts and be very nice. Yeah, and then when they get asked, give them a whooping.
Yeah, so, man. I mean, I think even Crawford knows. I think his team knows. Definitely Top Rank knows. After he said what he said, like, "Oh, this will be the closest you ever get to Crawford," I was like, "Oh," in the back of their head, they know that I beat Crawford.
So, all right, and, for those people who don't know about the fight, and I don't know about the fight you had with Crawford, so talk to us about how the fight went between yourself and Crawford.
I know everyone was talking about Crawford, saying like, I mean, he was definitely, I think he was winning everything, I believe. And everyone was like, oh, dude, you fight Crawford next. We was in the U.S. Championships, and I was like, all right. I mean, just another guy. I'm not scared of nobody. So I was just ready, and yeah, I wanted them, and I kept turning them. I mean. Sit here and say it was an easy fight, it would be foolish, but I definitely won comfortable. I'm not saying it was an easy fight, but I definitely won comfortable, and I think Crawford knew that. And I went on and won. And after I beat him, he got out the ring. He was, oh man, I got robbed. And I was like, yo, stop it. Damn well you didn't get robbed. It was a good fight, but you got that ass beat.
So wait. So what has been the interaction between yourself and Crawford since?
I won this spot. I won it, man. I can't sit here and lie. I won it, and I know I can take it. I think you got to move over. You know what I'm saying? Two people can't sit at this dinner table. So I won the spot, and I know I can, and I know I can beat him. That's the thing that's frustrating because I get if they ever put up Robson versus Crawford, all his fans would be, Crawford gonna smoke him out just like everybody thought Ruiz and Anthony Joshua, right?
Yep.
And you couldn't tell Ruiz nothing that he was gonna lose that fight, And that's how I got. Like I just know, man. And some fighters, I mean, all day long, some fighters will tell you like, you just know when you know. And this is one of the fights. It's just like, damn, I know. And his promoters know, and I think that's why they didn't want to take that chance of me fighting the Mean Machine again because they was like, if he beat this dude, and we gotta get. If I would have won, they was like, oh, we would have had to give him Crawford.
All right, hold this a second. So you can't. So Crawford will fight the Mean Machine next, okay? Who's after the Mean Machine in the division?
Honest, I don't even know. I just looked at it, but you know what's so disgusting? I didn't even get ranked after that.
What?
No. How sad is that? Yeah, they left him number one and didn't even put me in the top 10. I said I just drew with the number one guy, and I said I can't even get the type of respect to even get. And this is it though. This is the politics of the game. This is, I mean, it's sad to say, but this is the politics of the game, right? So I was like, how did I just fight?
You're not even in the top 10 of WBO then.
No. Last time I just checked, it was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. They ain't even put me in the top 10. I was just like, that's the
Well, you know why, innit?
sad thing about it.
Well, you know why, innit?
Huh?
You know why, innit? Because if I'm managing you, I say, all right. So you don't want to fight you now. All right, let's make you a mandatory. So how do we make you mandatory? Fight the next guy behind the green machine. So then, if I beat the guy behind the green machine, who's number one contender, then I'm next in line. So I'm in the queue. But if you're not in the queue, you can't be in it to win it because you're not in the queue.
Exactly. Yup. And that's the thing that sucks, man. I mean, I thought that was it, man. I was like, in my head, I was like, this is it. I beat the meme machine. I know I'm going to get a shot now. And then they gave me that draw. I mean, you seen this guy's reaction. He dropped to his knees, thinking whatever guy he believes in that it was a draw. Because he knew, man. I mean, at the end of the day, he's just a fighter. But he knows, man. You know, man. Like, you know when you win and you know when you lose. When it's some tough fights. And I think he knew that he lost. And everybody's like, oh, Rob's, messed up the plans for top rank.
Bro, I think what you need. I think you need to go and do. You need to go do some picketing. You need to get some picketing, and go picketing outside Crawford's door. You need to start doing everything like the old days.
I know. I might have to do what Muhammad Ali did, put a bear trap on Crawford.
Hey, you can turn up to one of them press conferences and you can do a Keith Thurman. Don't duck me, son. It's just
man.
You have to do something.
Yeah, man. I think I can't even say Crawford don't want to fight. He might even want to fight me, but his businessmen, his managers, promoters, like absolutely not. Press conference. You start embarrassing him in press conferences. Yeah, man. Honestly, man, they won't even let me there. I can't even see the man. I mean, you'll think he was the damn president. I mean, they keeping me far away from him.
Hey, you have to do it what Spence did. Go to the basketball game.
I might have to. Yeah, I might have to, man. I might have to figure out what's his address and start stalking him, son.
We'll have to do a series. Stalking TC. What do you think?
Exactly.
With Ray Robinson, we could do that.
I just heard he just opened up a store, so I might have to go run up in that store until he come down to kick me
out. We've got to think of creative, innovative ideas. Hey, listen, I'll take a 2% from your 5% for your manager. I'll take a 2% to make it happen.
Listen, if you make it happen, you definitely, I'll give you 3%.
Well, I do have a direct contact into that camp.
All right, well, let them know that.
But I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna want to. I don't think they're gonna want to deal with me because I think they'll end up losing their job in the process.
Exactly. As soon as you bring my name up, they delete your number. Right? I seen an interview Crawford was doing. He wouldn't even say my name. He said he beat the guy, like the meme machine drew with that guy. He won't even say my name.
Yeah, you mean the guy that beat you in the amateurs? Why do you say that?
Yeah, well, he won't say it. He won't he don't say my name on
Well, I know what. Watch it. Your name's the new Ray Robinson. You got to change the nickname. Maybe you have to call yourself the last guy that beat Terence Crawford. Inverted commas. May do that.
Yeah, I mean, I go with that.
We do that. Just walk around and say, I'm the last guy that beat Terence Crawford, by the way.
Yeah, and it's so funny because everybody act like that never happened. It's so funny because I can't wait to look at this fight to see if they will even Top Wing is even allowed to say my name. Like, the Mean Machine Drew Robinson. I don't even know if they would even do that because these guys don't give me no credit, man. It's the weirdest thing, At the end of the day, they don't give me no credit.
Hey, what you need to open on Facebook page. This is the guy. Have you actually got some sort of proof that you actually beat Terence Crawford? Have you got a file or something to prove?
I got a picture of the scorecard. USA boxing. Yeah.
You know what? We need a picture of that scorecard so we can start posting it across social media. What's that?
Send it to you.
Please send it to me. I want to post it across social media, man. Listen, we'll get it across social media. We're gonna start. I think I want to start a personal campaign for you, right? Well, the last campaign the last campaign I did didn't work out too well. The guy got knocked out in a round. Bless his soul. But yeah, he got knocked out in a round. It wasn't good. But yeah, but he fought for the heavyweight championship of the world. It just happened to be against Deontay Wilder. Yeah. So yeah, so we've done campaigns before. I would love to take the campaign on for Ray Robinson.
Awesome,
the Ray Robinson versus Terence Crawford fight. Will it ever happen?
I love it. Yeah, man, I love it, man. That's the thing too, man. Like after you beat these guys, or you get, these guys get so pumped up, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, Mean Machine, he's knocking." Every time he touches somebody, he's knocking them out. Blah blah blah. And then, everyone was like, and then when I really beat him, it was talked about for like 2 days, and after that, everyone's like, "Oh, sweep it under the rug. Shh, don't talk about it no more." Like, it's like what? Like, so that's how it is, right? They pump it up for like a day or two, and then if the promoters and them know how to sweep things under the rug in the boxing world, and then they say, "Oh, he's fighting for a world title now." I was like, what? Like, how did that even happen? Like, so
yeah.
Same thing. They was talking about Josh Kelly. He was the next, best thing since pants with pockets. Right?
Now, you can talk some grease. I'll see that.
Right? Then I beat him for real. So they was like, "Oh, we can't, we can't let him, they put some money into with this guy, so that we can't even give him a loss, It's supposed to be great, so they gave me another draw.
So,
I mean, what's the chances of me fighting two people that on there, or two different promoters' cards get drawn?
Well, that's not good, is it?
Something's up.
What about the Danny Garcia stuff? You had the Danny Garcia talk as well. What happened to that?
Man, Danny, I don't know. I can't find Danny Garcia neither. We both from the same city. I mean, Danny don't want no work. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't understand it, because I thought this is the reason why we got into the game, is to box, to fight each other. I like the old school type of fighting, man. Everyone fight everybody. Everybody got respect. But now, you got to be more. It depends on now. It's like how many fans you got on social media.
Bro,
I mean, it's more like that now.
Here's an idea.
It's turned into a WWE show.
That's what I said. What you need, I've said this. What I think you need to do here. Let me give you some tips here, bro. First thing, I want you to go and dye your beard gold, right? I want you to dye your beard gold. Get it beard white gold, right? So you say, who's that dude over there, right? And then I want you to trash talk every single fighter in the division, every single one of them, right?
Yeah.
So one thing ends up happening. You've either got to be the guy that people love or the people hate. They want to see you get smashed to bits, or they want to see you become champion. It's one or the other.
Exactly.
You can't be in the middle. I'm giving away some managerial tactics here, but you can't be the guy in the middle. And Ray Robinson, to me, is you're the guy in the middle. You're too dangerous as a fighter, so you've got to be one or the other. You're either going to be the villain and be the guy talking all the smack, or you got to be the hero. Yeah. The guy that everybody loves. Look at the situation from Tyson Fury's point. Look, Tyson Fury. I remember talking to Tyson Fury, right, when people said he had two left feet and you couldn't fight. I remember saying to people he'd go and beat Klitschko. I remember him talking to me before he went to fought Klitschko. And he went and beat Klitschko and became champion. And then I remember him losing. He gave the belts up. He now comes back. The guy's now in WWE.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
if that is, and he's not even American. If that is any inspiration for yourself, Ray, you've said to yourself, you know what? Okay, maybe you just need a reboot. You've got the skills to fight. It's not like you're going to talk and you can't fight. We know you can fight. So you've got the foundation there. Why don't you just say, you know what? For 2020, I'm going to just be a rebel and just start calling guys out. Literally calling guys out. Turn to press conferences. Because social media today, all you have to do is drop a line and it'll go viral real quickly.
That's what it is. Or I'm just start walking around smacking the shit out of people.
I'm not advising you to do that. You can't do that. No, you can't do. No, I'm not condoning that. I'm not. You can do that inside the ring. You can't do that outside the ring. Throwing tables, right. Throwing tables is not acceptable, right?
Yeah.
No table, and you can't throw people through tables, and we can't do that. But what we can do.
I think so, man. I think that's what we got to do. In 2020, we talking. I'm gonna just be the bad guy. And I don't mind being the bad guy.
Hey, listen. You've got to do something because you're middle of the road at the moment. Truth be told, you're middle of the road, and you're in the who wants to fight Ray Robinson club?
Yeah.
Who needs to fight Ray Robinson? But now, if you become the guy in 2020 that talks a whole heap of crap, right? People, look, even Anthony Mundine, he's shot, finished, gone. He's still getting fights because he talks crap.
Yeah.
So it's just a case of positioning yourself and say, you know what, this Mr. Nice Guy image, nah, save it for church, save it for Sunday morning. But for now, you just got to say, look, you know what? I'm either going to be, to make a decision, I'm going to be hated or I'm going to be loved. If I'm going to be a nice guy, then you know what? Do lots of charity work. Let's see, like, people see you out on the fields giving turkeys away. But if you want to be the guy who's going to get the fights, then possibly you need to turn around and say, you know what? I'm going to be the bad guy now. I'm going to be this injustice. I'm going to be the Razor Ramon. If it's going to be WWE, I'm going to be the Razor Ramon.
Exactly. I agree, man. I mean, something got to change.
Something's got to change because doing the same thing, expecting results, what is that called?
Yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah. I agree.
So, okay. So, me and you, I'm Al Heyman and I'm looking at you. So, okay, I know I know you can fight. I know you're sharp. I know you got personality. And yeah, I know that you'll turn up and you'll fight and you'll embarrass certain fighters. Yeah, I know that. Why else should I invest in you?
I just feel like, to be honest, I feel like I know how to talk. I know how to present myself and things like that.
Now, okay, listen.
Like
you sound at the moment like you're a singer or a pop star. You don't sound like no boxer. You don't sound like a boxer. We gotta change this up, bro. We gotta change this up.
No, I gotta practice on being the bad guy, right?
You need to go watch some Razor Ramon. Listen, we're in the W.
I gotta stop smiling. That's what.
Yeah, stop smiling. You gotta stop. Yeah. I'm
gonna dye my goatee.
Yeah. Okay, look at Danny Garcia's father. Danny Garcia's got no person. He's got zero personality.
Yeah.
But you look at his pops.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he can really talk.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. I mean, yeah, it works out for Danny because, Danny don't gotta to do that, and then he got someone doing it for him, so it works out for him. And like you said, either way, people want to tune in because they want to see you get beat or they want to see you win.
Yeah. So we're definitely gonna have to talk about this because you've got the talent, you've got the ability. I just think it's just you got to make a decision whether it's one way or the other, the good guy or the bad guy.
Yeah.
But 2020, I want to see you fighting for a world title. 2020.
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome, man. And when I get that shot, 100%, you'll be the first person that I do an interview with. But I definitely have it wrapped around my waist.
Listen to me. You speak it into being. Not if you get that shot, you're gonna get that shot because you've got the skills to do it. You just may have to go about it a different way.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe you may have to have some serious conversations about, you know what? Can you get me there? Can you get me there? What does it take to get me there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Are you capable of getting me there? I mean, I've got the talent to get myself there, but can you get me there? Have you got the bite that I've got? Have you got the hunger that I've got? Do you want it as bad as I want it? You understand? Them kind of conversations, looking around and say, you know what? This is what I want. This is what I'm going to get there. How do I get from here to becoming a welterweight champion of the world? Or is it about welterweight? Maybe super welterweight, light middleweight. Maybe you may have to fight light middleweight.
Absolutely. Well, I already told my manager before that I was willing to go up in weight if I had to. I mean, I don't have a problem, fighting at 147 or moving up. I mean, I'm anywhere.
So,
I mean, if I can get a shot.
How does your body do for fighting at super welter?
I think I do good. I think I'm tall enough. I think I'm long enough, and I think I'd be strong up there.
Yeah, because
I'll be stronger. I think.
Hey, listen to this. Another story that comes through here. Jessica McCaskill. She got beat by Katie Taylor in a fight that I thought that she beat Katie Taylor. And I sat down like I'm talking to you now, and I said to Jessica McCaskill, "You're going to become world champion." And people around me going, nah, she ain't going to be world champion. Look at now. She's a unified champion. Unified champion. Moved up in weight, beat the baddest girl in the division, became unified champion.
Yeah.
So, right, we're going to be bringing this to an end. Do you have a message to people out there, Ray?
Just follow me, the new Ray Robinson. Back me. You know what I'm saying? I want people to see what I see. I guess. Me beating these guys that's supposed to be top guys. And I belong in there with them type of guys, man. To be honest, and I can't wait to get another shot and just to keep proving myself.
And very quickly, 30 seconds about the Ray Robinson story that's actually out on YouTube at the moment.
Yeah, I got a good documentary out, the new Ray Robinson, that shows you guys the struggle, of life, how I got growing up in the world. Nothing was easy. Nothing was handed to me. I came from a broken neck from a broken home, living in shelters, to me fighting at Madison Square Garden. So just never giving up and never accepting no, and just keep moving forward.
You're a champion in waiting. I keep telling you that. You're a champion in waiting, and I said it to you. So it's going to happen.
Yes.
Right, champ?
I appreciate it. I'm going to send that over to you, too, the Crawford.
The scorecard. I want to see that scorecard. Send it over so I can start sending it to my people.
All right, sound good.
Champ, all the best. We'll talk to you very soon.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. So there you go. There you have it. We had a exciting interview with the man himself, new Ray Robinson. So, yeah. So just imagine what I'd be like being a manager, eh? 2020. Whatever next. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments, and of course hit the notification bell. You've been watching